Hey guys, Jamie here. Welcome back to the channel where we take awesome out of the box. Well, it's been a couple of days since we got our hands on this phone, the Realme 6i, which if you haven't heard, is their newest budget smartphone. Yes, I can now confidently say that this is a budget smartphone because it's priced less than 10,000 pesos. So in this one, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on this smartphone that I've been using since the release of our previous video to help you decide if it's worth considering or not. Before I begin, just a quick reminder to sub to the channel and hit that notification bell to help us get to another milestone, which is 500k subscribers. I also want to wish you guys well. I hope you guys are staying safe, healthy, and cool inside your own homes. It's kind of hot these days, guys. But anyway, let's get to the rest of the video. Alright, so I won't let you guys wait any longer. Let's talk about the price for the Realme 6i. Now, the base variant for this phone with 3GB of RAM and 64GB of storage will cost 7,990 pesos, while the top variant that we have with us for this review is priced just below 10k or 9,990. That's a configuration with 4GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Realme will be having two flash sales, one on May 15 and the other on May 20, where they will offer the 6i for 500 pesos less. There's a link down below that will take you to their Lazada flagship store. I highly suggest adding it to your wish list now so that when the sale goes live, you're ready to check out. So with pricing out of the way, it's finally time to share my thoughts on this device, starting off with build quality and design. Yes, you are getting a polycarbonate plastic build, but because of the price point Realme is offering for this device, it is to be expected. The housing is very similar to the Realme 5i, almost as if they use the same one, so you can expect the same ergonomics as well. They did, however, give the 6i a matte finish, making it feel a little bit more premium in my opinion, plus it's a little less prone to smears and smudges if you're planning to rock this device without a case. Let's move on to the design, and it's definitely more subjective. To give you guys a bit of background, the phone was designed by Naoto Fukasawa, who happens to be in product development and design at Muji, and he looked to nature as inspiration to design this phone, which is probably why some of you in the comment section said it looked like bamboo or even that it looked like cucumber. In my personal opinion though, if you're thinking about getting the 6i, get it in white milk. Now the green tea color variant is okay if you're into it, but I personally think that the white one looks a lot better. Moving on to the display, it is leaning towards the larger size at 6.5 inches, so you are getting more screen real estate, but the pixel density is lower thanks to its resolution that's at HD+ or 720 by 1600. Now, it isn't all that bad, although if you are used to higher resolution displays, you will definitely see a lack of sharpness, but again, it will circle back to the price point as it is to be expected for what they're asking for with the 6i. For the sound quality of the lone speaker on the bottom, I have this to say. Use the headphone jack. You are getting a decent amount of volume, but for my particular use where I tend to watch a lot of YouTube tutorials and listen to podcasts, voices can sound a little tinny and not pleasing at all, so I definitely recommend hooking this up to your favorite pair of earphones or Bluetooth speakers if you are sharing with a friend. In terms of overall performance of the Realme 6i, I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing so far, and believe it or not, Realme is actually positioning this device as the successor to the Realme 5 and not the 5i. Even then, you do see a huge difference in performance between the Helio P60 that's on the 5 and the G80 that's on this phone. Everyday tasks were handled pretty easily with no issues with my time with it so far, and I'm actually able to game on the 6i pretty well too. As I mentioned in previous videos, one of my go-to games is NBA 2K20, and it runs pretty smoothly when graphics are set to mostly low to medium. There are still a few frame rate drops here and there, but nothing too bad. It also handles Mobile Legends pretty well too. I will be doing a full gaming review for the Realme 6i, so again, make sure you sub to the channel so you don't miss out on that video. Now for the cameras, guys, you are getting a quad camera setup on the rear and a 16 megapixel shooter for taking selfies. Now just to recap, you are getting a 48 megapixel main camera at f1.8, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide shooter, a 2 megapixel macro camera, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Just like most cameras on budget devices, these perform better if you have enough light with both the main camera and while using the ultra-wide. So once you move things indoors, you will notice a loss in quality, but there is night mode on the Realme 6i, but you will still notice a fair bit of noise in images, but it's a good feature to have on the phone that costs this much money. Colors are pretty good too in the photos that we were able to take, but if you want to pump up that saturation a little bit more, you do have the chroma boost option as well. The selfie camera does a good job too, but again, it is best used in well-lit areas. The portrait mode is a little bit hit or miss as well, so make sure you take safety shots just so you're sure you have a clear image of yourself. Now, one of the main highlights of the Realme 6i has to be its large battery capacity at 5,000 milliamp hours. Surprisingly though, it didn't really do well in our battery benchmarks. The Realme 6i only got 10 hours and 45 minutes, which is usually the time we see in 4,000 milliamp hour equipped smartphones. With actual usage though, I did get at least a day and a half with this smartphone if I did push it hard, but then again, we are just home, so this is going to be another device we will have to revisit once it's safe to go outside once again. Now you are getting support for 18-watt quick charging. That isn't the fastest, but it will top up the device in less than 2 hours. Okay, so the big question here is, should you buy the Realme 6i? Now, it's definitely a good option if you're looking to buy a smartphone for less than 10,000 pesos, especially if you've been eyeing the Realme 5i or even the Realme C3. Of course, you can expect some compromises like the screen resolution, but again, as I mentioned, that's to be expected at this price point. Now, the problem that we have, and it's a good problem for us, is that there are a ton of options in and around the price range of this device. So if you really want to make an informed decision, I highly suggest watching the rest of the videos of the Tech Mob. I'll leave their links down below. Again guys, the price for the Realme 6i is 7,990 pesos for the base model with 3GB of RAM and 64GB of storage, and 9,990 for the top variant of the Realme 6i with a special price on the 15th and the 20th. I'll leave a link down below that will take you to their flagship store on Lazada. Add it to your wish list now. Now, I'll also try to get that gaming review up as soon as possible to help you decide whether or not you should pick up this phone or not. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for spending a couple of minutes with me. If you like this one, give us a thumbs up, sub to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our content. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. For all the latest tech news and gadget reviews, head to unbox.ph. Plus, follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. My name is Jamie. Peace, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time.